Welcome back to Houston Texans Franchise here on Madden 24, and today it is going to be Week 1 going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I don't know if the 300 likes were hit, but what I can say is it was kind of unfair. I uploaded the video like 4 hours after I would normally upload because it was on my end. I was having issues rendering and it took a while for the checks to complete when I actually uploaded it, so I don't know how close it got to 300 likes, but it was like a losing battle from the get-go, so we're going to be playing Week 1 today. If you guys get 300 likes by, tomorrow, we will do Week 2 as well the following day. I have other things that I could easily post, so, I'm only kind of doing this one today. I don't even know if it hit 300 likes. Probably not, because like I said, it was uploaded late. Because I feel like, it wasn't a fair shake, feel like a scammer. But anyways, we do have a camp standout. Obviously, we have that season goal, which we're going to assume playoffs, right? Playoffs or bust. We have a not a home game, but an away game that is at night, which I feel is a home game because I just love the nighttime primetime games. Very, very late, though. I mean, this is crazy primetime. I mean, this is kind of, like 1 a.m. territory. This is a little wild, but we're going to set our season goal, like we said, to playoffs. We just got done making the playoffs. We won a game, ran into the Chiefs, who are the Chiefs, and then that was about it. But we still got to the playoffs, and I expect the same from us this season. But before we look at their roster and all that, scenario stuff, we're going to be looking at our team first. Of course, Tunsil is still injured for one more week. Bernie Bell is back. But overall, this is what the squad's looking like. Also, I can see that the X factors on offense aren't. Is this a thing? We might not have it unlocked for our coach, which, we would never notice because we never had an X factor on offense. Probably doesn't matter too much anyways, but still, we got to try to unlock that if we can. But, of course, this is what the roster looks like. We got down to the 52, which obviously was a little bit of a pain. I had to get rid of some depth that I didn't want to. I try to keep as much on the offensive and defensive lines as possible. That's where we're usually hurt the most. And then DBs got the safeties down to, I think, 4 names. Brandon Hill, sadly, was one of those. Just so much talent. We have to get rid of someone. You're the odd man out type of guy. And that's basically what the roster looks like. We are still fielding 3 kickers. 2 kickers, 1 punter. As, we have the future of the position there at the backup spot. But let's take a look at the rosters. Obviously, we had injuries, so maybe the Raiders had some injuries too, which they do. Craig Rush with a broken tailbone, potentially their starting quarterback, a 6'6" rookie with 99 throw power. Are they stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo, or who's the guy there? And it's Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know if the other guy would have been the starter. It says QB of the future starter. It doesn't say day 1 starter, so I don't think he would have actually been the guy anyways. He must have just got hurt as the backup. But Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, he's decently accurate, I suppose, but that throw power, man, I mean, I just don't know how they haven't done more to do better, I suppose. Derby, he was actually a guy I was looking at for a trade, but he just looks really solid, and there's just no way they're going to trade him. Josh Jacobs, obviously as good as ever. Receivers should still be Devontae. It is Myers at number 2, and then Harold Smith, a really unfortunate rookie. As you can see, he has all of the athleticism in the world, except it's not put into speed, the most important one. Tight end is Michael Mayer and Dawson Knox. Maybe put a little bit more of that offensive talent into quarterback instead of tight end. Colton Miller, amazing left tackle, okay left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Who's the backup right tackle? Okay, fair enough. It's the older man. Dante Fowler's the left end. Bilal Nichols the right end. Aleem McNeil's the DT. Max Crosby at the edge is a problem. Inside linebackers Jordan Brooks and Divine Diablo, who have some speed. Tyree Wilson, who's developing. 85 power move, 77 block shed is not that bad for I think someone that's 24, maybe 25, but still young enough, obviously. Hobbs, the starting cornerback. No man coverage, good zone. Bennett, okay man, no zone. And then the number 3, who's just kind of bouncing around as like an average player on a bunch of different teams. Epps is really not that athletic, and his zone's not great. And then Terrell Edmonds, 80 zone with some decent speed and hip power. But this Raiders team is a top 5 drafting level team, and their roster shows it, right? Opening day keys, I mean, does there need to be a key? I feel like we could lose like 10 of our starters and still win. I suppose I'm going to say stifling defense just for the fact that their offense should probably suck, right? Let's go with stop the run under 75. I mean, we could probably do that, to be honest. And then the camp standout, which of course is for Mr. Christian Harris, right? It is. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to ask him to do, but he's going from star to superstar, so it could be significant. 2+ combined sacks and tackles for a loss with Christian Harris. So he needs to get, 2 of whatever. So I think if he gets a sack, it might be already done, no? They used to give a tackle for a loss out of a sack, no? I don't know, but we'll find out if it's even possible. We blitz him from time to time, but usually he is in coverage, so could be a troubling one to get. We've got our strategy to go into, which I suppose we'll show, and then I'll just do the training in behind. But they have the number 1 rush offense with no passing, what is that called? Attack. What is the inside-outside run? We usually suck insides. Well, didn't need to say something like that, but I did. And then their medium defense is pretty good, actually, because the number is always confusing, but the lower the number, the better the other side is. But yeah, we have some pretty significant youngsters here that we need to develop. I gotta say, Griffin, though, he is doing some things. Okay, I say that, and then he does all this. But, like, I've never had gold, I don't think, before the final, like, whistle. That's kind of crazy. But ended up maxing out all of these guys, and we should probably have an upgrade or two for somebody, or a few somebodies after this, as we got gold on all of them. And they're all kind of backups, so I'll do those, and then we'll head on in. And before we go in, anyone that wants to see the sliders, is we're going to be rocking for Game 1. Pass blocking on 46, 48 for QB accuracy, and a run blocking 0, because it seems like we get good run blocks no matter what. Obviously, on all Madden, I would go in and show you, but I have to change the passer every time. And, I mean, even then, if you guys had a weird, crazy conspiracy that I was on anything but all Madden, even if I showed you, I could literally just change it again as I go into the next game. But obviously, I want a good experience. I want a tough experience. All-Pro would be like a walk in the park. And here we are at Allegiant Stadium, looking kind of sick, to be honest. And, of course, the interior is even crazier with all that glass. And normally we wouldn't be wearing, something like red on, Game 1 of the regular season. But believe it or not, pretty similar kind of color schemes between the Raiders and the Texans. Not quite a dark, a dark black, but, dark blue, navy blue, if that's what you want to call it. Pretty close, right? So, of course, it's either all white, which kind of blends a little bit in with the pants, or red, which there is no confusing who's who with the red. And hopefully it looks all right, because we kind of only did this just to have a game that was visually pleasing, rather than who is playing for who and what's going on. Jimmy Garoppolo already has a hard time figuring out who's on his team or not when he's throwing. It would have been just that much harder if we were wearing something similar. Of course, it looks like we will be kicking the ball off first. The Raiders on offense first, which is just going to be one of those stories where it's like, and there goes those Raiders doing what the Raiders do. I don't know. Maybe this is the season they turn it around somehow. I'm not really sure how that would be possible with the roster they have, but maybe the coaching just wakes up. But yeah, this team is continuously spiraling into the bad direction, which is obviously down the tubes a little bit. But Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, once upon a time, decent game manager, but I don't know if there's much to game manage at this point. The roster's not really that great, and the defense is debatably worse when you don't have guys like Jacobs or Devontae. Obviously you have, Crosby, but a little bit more talent on offense, yet it still feels like they're missing a lot. But we'll see. They got a new rookie wide receiver. They have some okay receiving threats, and Jacobs already going to come out for a big gainer. Missing hard is Sermon there, but did cause him to kind of like string it out more, and obviously with the chase down. It's a 9-yard game, but it could have been worse. Devontae Adams one-on-one. Clayton kind of got cooked up in preseason, and just like our offensive line right now, got to say, though, Jacobs is looking really fast. Looks like a play action. You kind of want to get Jimmy Garoppolo's eased into it, and that is wide open. Sermon gets the tackle, but there's supposed to be a middle linebacker there. It might have been us, but I don't think so, because then the outside would have been just wide open. And see, now they have a fullback in. Definitely expecting run more than ever, as we are not going to get anywhere near him, and I mean, I gotta say, Sermon's got a lot of tackles, but that's not really a good thing. I think he's been on every single tackle so far. Obviously, he missed the tackle on Jacobs to the left, but still kind of in on it, as we're now going to be dropping back with Scott. Potential read option, kind of looked like it, and Jacobs carries Hudson for a gain of 5 and a first down. Talking about potentially clowning the Raiders' offense early, but no, they're clowning our defense. As we're going to try to get in there, and that's our coverage completely blown. Almost worked out, though, as we got someone free, but he still had time on the blitz, and we just completely blew the coverage. I'm not sure why I thought I could blitz there when I needed to cover someone. Kind of thought it was the running back, to be fair, but nope, it wasn't. Donaldson, the man with the kick return touchdown on preseason. Going to try to do it from the same side in the first game of the regular season. Can't quite do it, but C.J. Stroud going to show the overall rather than the season, which is kind of stupid at my point. You know, it's like, are we trying to have a simulation here? Because is that something that was in real life? It's like, oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 99 overall. It's like, no, they would look at his previous performances. But sure, do what you want. I'm not going to judge. As we're running the ball in a not great situation, early play action, cross body. Quick throw to Pierce, who will gain about 5. Fair enough. We relied on the man heavily, especially in the playoffs. Why wouldn't we do the same here? Except for that, I guess, to be fair, the Chiefs game, they kind of limited us. Gaining 2 after the 5-yard gain through the air. And I really just don't think you should overthink this. 3rd and 3, run the ball again. And, okay, maybe underthought it. It is 2 yards. I can't really run it again, but I do want to go for this. And we're not scared with Stroud. I just honestly thought that running the ball was going to be good there. Pierce with 4 touches already to start this game out, but a first down nonetheless. All right, looking for those curl routes. Collins is kind of covered on his. And that's a bit of a deep throw, and it's going to be overthrown by C.J. Stroud. Almost a great tackle attempt by Ford to take out the knees, but that ball is widely missed and just intercepted. The pressure probably was just about getting there, but still, that throw is terrible. I know Bennett's fast, but he didn't need to be fast as that ball was just right to him. First drive of the first game, we throw a pick. I don't remember if it was last season or one of the seasons, we had a streak going. Good job with Sermon and a great tackle by Murray, where we had like multiple games where we didn't throw a pick early on in the season, right? That might have been rookie year, to be fair. I can't remember, but the first drive of the first game. Oh, crap. Not ready for it, and didn't really expect him to take the fullback. Good enough tackle as that ball will be placed just shy of the first down. Raiders so far kind of punching us right in the mouth. Unexpected, without a doubt. Trying to get out there, and Stingley's going to get burned by Jacobs, and Jacobs will score. 40-yard touchdown. Stingley, of all people, getting burned. I'm telling you, Jacobs looks so fast. All right, play action to start it. Over to Rudolph is probably our main look. And that ball is pretty good, right on the money. Rudolph's going to get a lot of yards there. Still obviously in the zone and in momentum as they have 14 points to start this game out. Pierce on the screen. Been seeing a lot of Singletary on these. So it's nice to see Mr. Pierce get back in on it. Great cutback and powering forward for a massive gain. Thought he's going to maybe get, the first down, but he gained an extra like 5 with the power move. All right, curl route, Collins. I mean, you can trust him. But can you trust the throw? And he holds on. I mean, you can trust the throw, you can trust the catch. There it is, Jacorian Bennett, who has an interception. I mean, just basically gets bodied up there for the first down. Good throw. Clean play. Inside handoff, Pierce. Gonna try to bounce it. Gets a block. It's not a great block, but it's good enough. In for the score. Another big run, but this time it's in favor of us. Pierce backflipping right on the defender for the Raiders. And a score to take this one only down by 7. Great blocking. Didn't really even need to do much. Should have just ran right in, but lowered the shoulder just in case. And I think the guy was a little afraid to tackle Pierce, and do you blame him? All right, Josh Jacobs is in the zone, which probably won't be easy to get him out of. And Murray was on that. Sermon, one-on-one tackle, does the job. Only a 3-yard gain, but 7 for 77 with a touchdown because of that huge run. Similar to Pierce, but the opposite side of the field. Just really good blocking. As Will Anderson, who you'd expect to rush on every play, will actually... Oh, Lord. I tried to go for the pick out of position. Mayer is not that fast, but you know what? He's fast enough as he gets all the way to the 20. I felt like that was a real run, and it was a play action, got baited. Like, I mean, can you blame me? Like, the amount of times they've run it so far is just very high, and we cut in there perfectly, and that could be a loss of in the zone for Jacobs, and it will not be. At first, it didn't show up. That's a little harsh. I think a no gain should also count as a loss of yards. And there goes a good rush off the edge. Was that Hudson playing edge, or maybe it was like a stunt? Running the rush over on Will Anderson's side. Oh, stepping up and almost kind of picked, but also almost caught. Jacobs, I think, seen us coming up. Thought he was going to get blasted and kind of whiffed on the catch. But, hey, no matter how it happens, it was a drop, and it will lead to a field goal, which for right now feels like a stop. As was that Petrie that almost just got called for a freaking roughing the kicker penalty. Donaldson on another return. Tried a juke move, can't, slips off, gets to the 18. Terrible blocking. Dalton Schultz going to be motioning to the right as Pierce is going to find room, and I couldn't get to the second level. We were very close to racing towards that sideline, but somebody just got a piece, and it was enough to cause it to be only a first down rather than a touchdown, potentially. And to the outside, the guy gets out there, and once again, Pierce going to just show off some speed, stiff-arming as well, and damn near a first down again. And this is going to be the first time we see Mr. Pierce in the zone. All right, let's see what he can do. Cutting back. Kind of buries him, but multiple players, they kind of all just fell down together. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Both teams' run games are looking lethal. Play action of Ford. And can't get it out to the right as, I mean, it took a little while for some of those plays to develop. Wasn't trying to go to the running back. I was like, hey, if I have to, I'll go to him. But fortunately, it led to just too much time taken to get something going. And again, I mean, maybe there was someone open on the right side, but the left side, it would have been like a gain of 5. I think we need more on 2nd and 15. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's going to be a very tough situation now as their pass rush is winning, which makes sense because our tackles are, you know, not what we expected them to be. Boyer should be able to set up a lot of this. Boyer! Oh, Boyer with the first down! That is a man carrying the team on his back. All right, got a little bit of a zig from Boyer. Potentially could be our route. Oh, my. Nico Collins dropped. Does he have drops open pass straight? I've never actually paid attention to that. The throw is not great, right? Like, you're expecting to be led inside, but the ball isn't, like, so bad that you can't catch that. Oh, my. The ball is all over the place, and so is Pierce bouncing. We're going to go back to Pierce. 3rd and 3 now. And he will get the speed. Didn't see that guy getting in there, but a gain of about 5 or 6. 8 for 80 on the ground now. This is why we have it on 0, if you couldn't tell. This is why we did what we did. Nico Collins, and that throw is just terrible. I mean, feet are set. Max Crosby's not even coming for us. I mean, we're not leading the balls. We know we can just throw it pretty safely and get the ball there, and instead, it's just terrible. I mean, it's just an unusable ball. Predetermined. What a release by Stroud, by the way, as we're going to gain about 9 on that play. Back-to-back good releases. I'm not really sure what that is. Is it sideline dead-eye? What did we actually get? I don't even remember what we put on him, but he definitely looks faster at releasing the ball. And Pierce one-on-one, I mean, it's impossible. When he's in the zone, it's impossible. They need a tackle for a loss bad. And they're kind of asking for it, so I'm going to give it to him. And we're going to get some blocks, and Pierce is easily going to walk in for his 2nd touchdown of the day, cutting this lead down to 3. Got a lot of players up to the line, but a lot of them are kind of like lighter players, so kind of worry a little bit about a run. Sermon's out there, and protecting the cutback is Mr. Anderson. Vontae Adams with no real safety help. This is kind of sad. And out there was Clayton, but a better catch and angle on the throw for Mayer. Devontae got pretty open too, so, I mean, pick your poison. I'll take the poison that doesn't kill us. That guy is wide open. So is Devontae, and he's going to throw it away. Could have just taken the underneath to the tight end, I believe, on the right. I'm going to be using Sermon. Play action is legit. We kind of left that open, and, I mean, it's good that he went to the fullback. Huge hit as... I mean, I'm misinterpreting how fast we can get back multiple times now, and that could have been a touchdown. I don't know if I should play deep safety. I feel like it's an asset if I wasn't ass at it. Oh, crap. And his own lineman knocks him out of the way, thankfully. Crap. Stingley's not going to get there. It's Devontae. I'm really being caught off guard, and I'm just glad they're not throwing to the guys that I'm using. Maybe I use it a lineman instead, because I'm kind of botly right now. Club move for the rookie, and it gets a free Scott in there. 9-yard loss as the running back had to pick up Scott, giving up the free lane inside. Let's go with Hudson, as he's been, I mean, a little slow to start, I feel, as well. Not going to happen here. Oh, they got blocks, and that could be a score. Switched me the wrong guy, thankfully. Sermon did make the tackle. And at this rate, I mean, it's just blitz time. Let's get Jimmy Garoppolo to do something dumb or stop the run. And there goes Sermon, the rookie. And he gets Scott. Scott steals it. He, like, dove in. What a little thief. A sack and a half for Scott because he dove in last second. That's insane behavior. That is unhinged behavior. Oh, right over the middle where we're supposed to be. Blasted by Sermon, who, I mean, comes out with like 15 tackles today, potentially. We're run committed. We're going to use our Stingley. That's pretty good coverage. Nobody underneath is covering, though, and that is going to be close to a freaking touchdown. Couldn't even see where Devontae was because the angle, the camera gave me nothing. But I just assumed if it's a, you know, sprint out left that he's going to probably be going to the left because, I mean, unless Devontae does, like, some sort of, like, super zig, there's not really much more that can be done. Sermon against Devontae. Let's see what we're cooking. And the insta-rush. Peter Griffin gets half. Who got the other half? Who knows? I don't know if you can run commit from here, though. This is a little bit further away. You can kind of get away, yeah. Oh, my. We got burned. Huge drive for the Raiders at half. Gotta say. Right before half. Did give us a little bit of time, but that could even benefit them if we sell. And I gotta say, Donaldson, like, I get he has insane juke ability, but that size just doesn't feel like it works for kick return. But at the same time, it's kind of the best we got. Let's go with some verticals, just see if anyone wants to beat a press. He's not really open, but if the throw's good enough. And he holds on. Really good hit, but a better catch by Collins. Burn him off the line, no safety help, and we're taking that every day of the week. I mean, hell, if I'm going for a desperation play, that's who's getting the ball anyways, so might as well give it to the guy that actually also got open. I mean, please tell me he's in the zone still. We lost yardage on that. I thought I could get out of bounds with a stiff arm, and it didn't happen. So we lose our zone because the blockers suck. Good job, guys. That's a tough one. Perfect throw inside to Mr. Ford. All right, we threw our pick on this play earlier, but do we have the size now with Collins on the other side? Little overthrown, and, I mean, it's close. I just figured the clock was running. We have 2 timeouts. Take a fade shot, and then, you know, we kind of control the rest of this clock before half. And that's overthrown. Boyer, once again, you know, a guy that's superstar, but Hobbs isn't the best. And more importantly, you know, doesn't have the size on Boyer. We do have 2 timeouts, so any completion, and they just leave him. How do you leave our #1 receiver open? I don't know what they're doing, but that's about as easy as they come. And it's not the best start to the game, but very similar in plays run and yards had. Scores super close, too. The only difference is they got the ball first, I believe. So, not bad, I guess. I mean, considering we were 14 down, and then we climbed back to down 3 with balls. So, in a way, if you believe in your offense to score a touchdown every time, we're in the lead. Still think we were smart for trying to stop the run, even though it has absolutely not went that way. But we're going to keep trying. Donaldson, this time a shorter kick, so a little bit more to run with, and just not ready to make a tackle break because it should be a clear-cut block. That's not who I'm expecting to have to break a tackle from early on. Play action looks okay, but we're going to go with a counter. And maybe did have that lane to the right, but also feel like we had to go left to set up that lane. Zig for Cody, who I don't even know if he can run that. Boyer inside. A little behind, but it's a good freaking catch. Ran with it. If he had to slow down and, like, stop catch that with his low catching, he probably drops it. This play is actually pretty good, too, so let's go with it. Play action. Might be a Dalton Schultz play. And that is pretty good coverage. I don't hate the throw. It would have been a close call. Probably should have just taken the tight end, but you know me. I want it all every time. Painter could have a chance with the ball as a fullback. Painter. Kind of moving well. Gains about 5. They might have just not believed that he was actually going to be a route option. Block and release. In some trouble. Get that. Whoa. Singletary. Nah. The other running back's coming in. What is Singletary doing there? Now I got to freaking try to angle this punt because Singletary doesn't want to try to catch the ball. It's a pretty damn good punt, in fairness. It should be at the 1. That is a dot of a punt by Ryan Stonehouse. Clayton, please don't get burned for 99. Nah, we couldn't get there, and all right, what's supposed to be a benefit for us, they gained 12 on. I do have to admit, though, I thought it said 2 wide receivers, and it was actually only 1. So we did have a lot of more DBs in than we normally would. Great hits. Sermon, the rookie, and of course, they're going to have to give us a show of where that guy came from, and that, of course, is Washington State. Early in round 2. All the potential in the world, even if he's not star dev or higher. Great hit power, huge size, okay athleticism. He's got all the makings of being a really good player. Great low tackle by Clayton. Makes it a 3rd and 3 manageable. You got Murray probably pulling off here. And who is that going to be? Will Anderson. Kind of looking a little small there, so I thought it was a DB. Does the job. Pulling off Murray kind of caught him off guard because he thought he had that like out, and he just didn't. Great one-on-one coverage against Devontae, and it's going to be great field position down 3 after a pretty bad opening drive, as, I mean, the kick return game is a disaster. I wish Donaldson was shorter. All right, going to start with a run as Pierce is really the most consistent gainer we've had so far. Gets this truck, tries to get the stiff arm, but what he does get is over 100 yards on the game, and it's still going on. And they're still worried about our receivers, which are pretty talented and athletic, so they're not really going to be ready for the run. And there goes Pierce, kind of looking a little slow there. Might be already tired or maybe injured. Fighting someone, I mean, while quote-unquote injured is definitely a move, so I don't know about that injured part, as we're going to be going with this play action. See if we get some blocking off the edge, which we do. We're going to throw that early, and it's going to be picked. I did not think he was going to get up there. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I swear he had no business there. I should have probably touch passed anyways just to be safe. Keanu Neal. He is tall, but he is not that athletic anymore. What's his jumping? 85 speed, obviously, because he's old as hell. 89, really? Still? He's got no speed. Let's take a look. I really thought that was going to be caught. I mean, that ball is up there, in fairness. I mean, he's not really even jumping that high, but should have touch passed, I guess. I really thought that was clean, and I normally never throw it that early, so I was like, oh, he's open. I'm throwing this early, but I've been deceived. Get out there, Sermon. Good job by the rookie, which will probably knock him another. How is that not a loss? Is that really not a loss? They're going to call it a loss, I think, but barely. That team is just running the ball well. And there goes Christian Harris, who gets the sack. Remember, my guy is, he was at the goal line half sack. My guy is in a scenario. I don't know if they've given him credit for a tackle for a loss or if the sack counts as a tackle for a loss, but, you know, completing the scenario gets him a chance to go for superstar the next week. And there's going to be a throwaway with Glover and Hudson all over it. Both teams back-to-back just scoring at will, and then just out of nowhere, nobody can move the ball. And it's just been a 3-point game ever since, and we're halfway through this third quarter. As Donaldson's going to get a chance again to try and prove himself. I mean, look at the move there, though. I just feel like because he's so big, you have to juke early. Let's get Stroud's confidence back with a gimme screen. I mean, that's like free yards. And there goes Pierce getting back outside with that juke move to the 37-yard line. 15-yard gain on the screen. All right, let's see what we can do with Pierce to the right. Oh, crap. Crosby, I think, beat the right tackle, beat the fullback, and then beat us to a pulp. We had a pull sweep going on, but I'm just going to run a straight-up dive. I don't think their linebackers get to us. Oh, my. Oh, what a move. Gets blasted, but gains 9. Great tackle by Tyree Wilson. We appreciate it. We got some names here, which kind of worries me because I don't think we get this RPO out. Oh, we do. We actually do by a lot. Divine Diablo's fast, but caught napping. Gives up a huge gain. Nico Collins playing the slot, but they are pressing, so I don't know if he gets a clean look on this route. Oh, he does. Ball's a little behind. Great catch, though. I don't know if it was actually behind, but more or less we threw it slightly early. Nico was still accelerating. Can't really run a play action. I don't know if we can really throw this or run this either. Corner fade Nico. He's got inside leverage. Dropped. I mean, that's a pretty good throw. Bennett is really not one to be tested, is he? I really don't know if I like this play call. Screw it. Can't get it to him. I couldn't throw it early as the linebacker was going to undercut it, but right as I wanted to get to him, the freaking pressure got there. So we hit the field goal, it's tied up, and then they get a 5-yard run to start out their drive. So we can blow this up with Murray, which we can, but then we leave the middle open. Oh, I switched me the wrong guy, and Devontae, about to get hit by the hard-hitting safety, drops it. Devontae getting older, maybe a little more afraid for these hits. As Sermon, he is a freaking monster out there with that hit power. And that ball's out there. Good defense by Shaquille Griffin. 2 vets playing one-on-one. And that offense that has looked unstoppable has been nothing but stoppable, as we're going to get the ball back on a punt again. Nearing the 4th quarter, I mean, it's really just nobody wanting to win this game. It's been anyone's game. Here goes Donaldson. Want to beat. Breaks the ankles. Oh, what a juke. All right, now I can see why this man got 99 kick return, or very close to it. A man with no abilities and his 6'6" should not move like this. Look at this. I mean, he snapped his ankles. And then this move got him an extra bunch as well. I mean, look. He's not a running back. He's 6'6". This is illegal. And you know what? Oh, there goes Adrian Lane. The classic Adrian Lane injury. And you know what, though? For a sweep type play, pretty impressed that we actually kind of got a hand on him. Normally they just let him go free, so maybe that'll be on the menu this year. That's a late throw, and that's going to be picked. No, it's not. Great catch. Rudolph. That probably should have been picked, ain't going to lie. Boyer's got some speed. Let's see how they play this. They're actually kind of on it. Dalton Schultz not ready for that one. Still holds on to it. Dependable. And as usual, Lane's injury is not serious. I mean, it's a risk playing him out there, but I mean, what can you do? There's no other options. As you look at the numbers, and we have doubled their pass yards now with similar rushing yards, in position to take the lead. All right, Rudolph, sweep on the other side. Like I said, it actually is kind of working as we get to about the 7 on it, maybe the 8. Sweep / special teams end around in general. Maybe got some chance this season. Stroud's going to run and get blasted. Thankfully, he doesn't fumble. I just did not think they would like that was not, I wouldn't say a designed run by any means, but in my head, I kind of seen it as a designed run, and I was like, who would expect this? We haven't done this ever. And of course, they did. Uh-oh. And Pierce trying to make something happen. They saw the run coming that time, and they're really stout here at the goal line. And maybe it's for good reason, but who runs a screen at the goal line? I'm going to try it. I don't know why I did that. Great catch, but I thought for some reason that he was going to like just completely drop fully, and it just wasn't there. And the worst part is I think it was an overthinking too. I'm pretty sure. What the hell? I'm pretty sure they left the screen wide open. Oh, I tried to swat it, got the hands up late. It's going to be a gain of 5. Looks like diarrhea all over us. Do they bring the baseball pitch, baseball diamond with them to this new stadium? Oh, we missed hard. And then Sermon with a huge hit. I would love to see what Sermon's tackles are after this. Got to be 9. 9 or more. Don't know why 9 came up to my mind, but 9 at least. Let's see, Griffin. Speed rush off the edge. Who are they going to call a penalty on? Hopefully not us. Don't think it was a hold for Griffin's spot, but let's see. Holding offense, and it'll be the right guard. Probably holding against Hudson. Glover's in on this one, but usually it's Hudson, I think. Got a lot of players on that side of the field, I can't lie. And there goes Murray. Wraps him up easily. A gain of 1 is not good on 2nd and 20. Come a little bit of that heat. A little bit of that heat. Oh, we got the wrong side. It's all right. Underneath. Get him some help. Doesn't need it. 5 yards gained. Inside of the field was looking pretty dicey. Going to be bringing the heat, but dropping off Griffin. As we drop really far, and that's just going to be a coverage sack. A fumble picked up by the lineman, and he's like, screw it, I'm going to gain 40. He gets all the way back to the freaking 24. A 4th and 30. The Raiders are just not scoring. We haven't done much either, but we at least, put up a couple of points. Oh, Donaldson can't get that. But yeah, that juke, those 2 jukes that Donaldson had completely restored faith in him for me. So, I mean, the question marks are going to be, they're going to be died down a little bit now that, we're like, okay, I can see it. Quick outs for the tight ends, kind of my main look here. There is nobody open. That coverage was insane. I mean, they were just covering the run so hard, I was like, I got audible. For them to cover all of that is just kind of crazy. And there goes Pierce, outrunning everybody. Gets back to the inside for the first down. Blitz almost worked. They were inches away from getting Pierce, short. Said it's another first down, and Pierce is in the zone. It's going to be a little bit harder to stop him now. Motion for forward on the fake sweep. And I said little bit. I didn't say it was impossible. From the 47-yard line, inside handoff. Good try by Boyer, but it didn't quite get the chip we needed. It's going to be yet another gain of 0. Slant for Boyer. He's been learning more routes in practice. That's pretty good. Drops it because he has low catching. It's a great throw. I mean, I thought he had a chance to catch that cleanly. Instead, it's going to be a punt. Already had a really good, great punt earlier. Let's see if we can do it again. I like that. I wanted it a little early because I felt like, the ball was going to drift. And it's going to be at the 20. I did want it early because I wanted to go a little bit more to the right. I felt the vibration, and I hit it a little early for stopping the accuracy part on the left analog stick, but couldn't quite recover it. And that is a very bad missed tackle, but thankfully a knock out of bounds. I didn't know if there was a chance at a tackle for a loss, so I was like, screw it, I'm going to do what I can to try and turn this into a tackle for a loss, and needed to be, an instant tackle. Can we get out there, please? I mean, good tackling, I will say, but let's, not allow them to catch it first. They're seeming like a team that's going to just try to hurry us up down the field here, so I'm not going to really run defend too much. Try to get back inside. And how does Griffin not pick that? Number 16 on number 16. Looks like Myers is the better one. Now they're kind of smartening up. They're like, okay, we could probably run here. Oh my, that was a good trick. Stingley and company take him down, but another first down. 2 minutes left. They're looking good to either force overtime or win the game. Come on, Griffin. I know you're going against a really good tackle. Can't get in. There goes Devontae. Good teamwork, but another first down. I really think the dropping back of the D-line is what kind of has tricked them a little bit. I don't know if just going with Glover is going to be a smart call here, but can't get over there, and we're not going to get there. But Glover will. First man to the punch. Lose some weight. He's a freaking linebacker. Let's go a little bit of man coverage. Get up there, Petrie. Covering deep on the tight end. Might have just saved a touchdown, and that will be a throwaway. I thought he was actually going to throw it underneath the Myers. Myers actually looked like he might have had it. Petrie on the man coverage blitz. Damn Griffin. Oh, that's a great timing ball. We miss hard. Sermon can't get there, and we just sold ultra hard there. But also potentially the way they're playing, a blessing in disguise, giving us 59 seconds and 3 timeouts to bounce back ourselves. But I got to say, our passing offense, our offense in general, has not been able to really score in the second half. It's not a game we really can lose. It's any given Sunday, but the Raiders are just a team that you really shouldn't be losing to. I always like this play for a nice setup. You know, they kind of look deep, and they're like, oh, crap, what's happening? Oh, is that Ford? Please hit this. Ford! Big play! And you got to go for it. You have to take the touchdown. They didn't bring the safety help. Seen it from the snap. They brought the blitz, which almost worked, but we had the block from Pierce, which probably helped. And the ball was on the money. Massive, massive play to regain the lead. One play bomb while being hit, pretty much. And the coverage isn't bad at all. Ford's just that guy when it comes to speed. Nobody could catch him. 44 seconds. 3 timeouts. Crazier things have literally just happened. As Anderson's trying to get out there, and there goes a big play to Myers, who will, I think, tap the foot out of bounds. Not by even, like, intention, but it just kind of happened. No way they force overtime after all of this. Going back to Will Anderson. He's the Cookmeister. Good move. Gets the push, but not going to get there. Come on, Christian. And, of course, Jacobs breaks every tackle. They're already in field goal range. Screw the field goal. They might go for another touchdown. Man coverage, single high. I don't know why Sermon's nowhere near his guy. Try to swat it, and there goes Devontae trying to strip it. Can't. I will say that's a little bit better of a throw decision for us than I was expecting it to be. Christian Harris kind of dropped back. They could just go for the run, though. Oh, come on. Keep him in bounds, please. Oh, no. All right, we're playing prevent, which is scary. I'm going to bring Blackwell up just in case it's a run. This would be a really good time for them to run the ball. And of course, that's what they do. We get blasted. Risky decision, but I think in the end it will work out. I think in the end it will work out. Okay, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. And I think they were just trying to get us to, like, think it was going to be a hike just so they can get the last play off being a field goal instead of an ice, which they hit. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Donaldson time, maybe. I really would not trust the throw. I feel like a fumble touchdown on the special teams is a lot less likely than a pick 6 or a fumble 6. Obviously, I would probably just kneel it if we don't take this back for a touchdown. Come on, Donaldson, make something happen. Oh, that juke move was nice, but didn't beat him. It's going to be overtime. 34-all. Can you ask for a better week 1 game than this? And I don't know if Christian Harris has his scenario, so this could be another blessing in disguise rather than us, just trying to win. Heads, I never win the coin toss. It's literally impossible. Never mind, Christian Harris has easily got the tackles for a loss. Oh, if he gets a half a sack, he has both 2+. All right, from the 25-yard line, they're going to start us off with a counter-type play. Sermon's on that, but, kind of got caught standing still. As I thought he was just going to gun it all the way to the right. But he actually kind of kept it inside. 2nd and 6, so that's not bad considering our guys kind of got burned. Clayton playing against the running back here. Got to get over there. Pretty good blocking, but an even better play by Petrie. He gains 3, but, I mean, it was going to be one-on-one Jacobs versus Clayton, and I do not like the odds on that. And Clayton could call game. To the 46. I don't even know how many picks he had all of last year. Comes up with one in overtime. All right, Pierce, take us home with a win. And we're going to carry forward for about 3. Good shouldering. A part of me almost wishes that that the rookie kicker was the kick power guy, because then we could trust him for the clutch. Great 4-yard play for Nico. We just need a little bit more. I like Fairburn's chances, but if we could just make this like the easiest kick he's ever had, that would be kind of cool. Pierce could get the juke move. We'll see what he does. Stretch, I think, is a decent play. We're going to get the first down. Let's hurry up to the line. I ain't messing around with no booth review. And there goes Pierce for the potential game winner. There was nobody inside. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. It took overtime to truly look consistent, about 75 per half, but hey, it looks good no matter what. And, there goes a tackle for a loss. 3 yards lost. Going to take him out of the zone. The youngster Washington gets a carry. And he's going to show off some speed. Good call game. Good sub out of bounds to the 6. Didn't want a juke move because he could have ran right into a hit stick. Oh, my Lord. I tried to throw it back to the running back. We got insta-sacked. Was that the guy that took us out of the zone, too? You could argue we should just kick a field goal here, but we've got some pretty good running backs. Pierce just got hammered, though. Risky to throw it here, but Ford does look pretty good. And Stroud go down, and I'm honestly the dumbest alive. I'm honestly the dumbest person alive. I don't know why I expected a good decision to come out of running with the quarterback, but I did, and I'm just the dumbest alive. Why didn't I just kick the field goal? Who knows? Oh, my God. I don't know if you've seen that second level, but I thought somebody was going to clear out Petrie, and it was going to be a GG. I mean, it might still be a GG because I can't believe I did that. Get up there. Good tackle. Good team tackle. 3rd and 4. Please, defense, bail me out. I'm so dumb. Please. And I promise you, I'm not trying... Let's call timeout. I'm not trying to make this like super interesting, extra interesting, or anything like that. I genuinely thought it was going to be a free touchdown to Ford rather than kicking a potentially iced field goal. Oh, screen. There's no way I seen it and just couldn't get to it. There's no way. I did the stupid juke move thing because we're actually going to lose. Like, we actually are going to lose this game. I don't want you guys to see this now. Somebody just make a crazy fumble play or pick. I don't know. They've literally got damn near 400 passing yards with the Raiders. Please. Well, that's GG. Jimmy Garoppolo did dumber than I did and got bailed out. I mean, at this point, it's run commit. Some run commit. The rookie Sermon has to come out and clutch it. I can't believe I actually sold that hard, though. That's just ridiculous. Please force a fumble. Now Murray's injured. Oh, look. We have no timeouts, and they're kicking a field goal from super far away. Well, not even super far away. Come on. I don't even want to talk about it, honestly. I don't even want to talk about it. Torn labrum, cool, man. I can't even do it. We added a torn labrum to one of our best players because I just didn't want to kick the field goal before it was too early. Before we needed to, technically. And I'm stuck here watching. I completely forgot that you can't like protect the ball as the quarterback. You will literally fumble anytime you get touched, and I don't know why I didn't just kick the field goal. Like, that's genuinely so bad. Like, I almost wanted to just like delete the video and redo it, but just because I feel like there's gonna be people that are like, he's clearly throwing to make it interesting. And you know what? The way that looked, I ain't even gonna blame you. I literally am not gonna blame you. But I don't think throwing game 1 would be the game I would throw. If I was going to try to throw a game, for whatever reason, it would be somewhere a little bit later down the line. Because like we could literally lose every game legitimately without me throwing. Because those are the types of mistakes I make. Either way, that's going to be the game. I'm actually genuinely disappointed in myself. Like, I've seen misses with the iced bar. I've seen blocks with the ice bar, and for some reason I still thought, and I was like, yeah, that could happen. It's like, yeah, you know what's more likely to happen? A freaking quarterback fumbling on a scramble where there's 2 guys tackling him at the same time. New injury, which is going to be multiple weeks. Look at what I've done. I've added a 3-week injury because I didn't just kick a field goal. Nice. Key to victory. I don't even want to look at that, but I will just for the reality or realisticness. Should have gotten this, so Christian Harris does get 10k XP, but yeah, I feel like there's a good chance we're not getting to 300 likes now. Who the hell would like what I just freaking did? That was despicable. We know we have to step out. I mean, you do. You absolutely do. You played really badly against one of the worst offenses in the league, but at the same time, that's on me. That is on me. Either way, we lose to the Raiders, 37-34. The sliders were tough. I mean, I enjoyed the difficulty, but at the same time, we should have won the game. I don't know if I would regret anything during. There was a couple of sell reads, I suppose, but The field goal is the biggest, like, sell. I should have just threw it away. I should have just taken the penalty. Always afraid of that grounding penalty, but 15-yard penalty is okay. We can live with it. Should have kicked the field goal. I will never try. Next time, I think 25-yard line like they just did is my goal. If I can get to the 25-yard line, I'm not running another play ever again. Ever again. This has changed me. This has scarred me mentally for life. Anyways, if this scarred you mentally for life, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate your continued support, especially when I try your patience as hard as I do, like with episodes like this. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays for non-Madden content. I apologize for disappointing you. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.